Hey everyone, the Flying Glitcher here, and welcome back to another unboxing. This video is brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra with its amazing 8K camera, which will be filmed in for this particular video. I thought Your Name has a spectacular, magnificent, animating, oh, my tongue's twisted. But yeah, the animation in this film is just next level amazing. And I thought, what better to record this video in 8K. So yeah, I'm going to try and make this as short as possible because this video is going to take a crap ton of time to upload. But I'm not even sure YouTube can film in 8K. I looked up video on YouTube, 8K video, and I think it came up 2040 HDR, so I think it's possible. But yeah, I bought this phone and I'm like, screw it, let's start filming on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Your Name, a film that blew anime out of the water. My God, everyone you know that loves anime has at least seen this film once. This film made Makoto Shinkai probably a millionaire overnight. Now, Your Name is his most accomplished work. No one really heard about Makoto Shinkai, really, until he made Your Name. Because you have other films like Voices of a Distant Star, The Place Promised in the Early Days, 5 centimeters per second is probably his most well-known. Even not that well-known when you think about it. But, yeah, and then he made one called The Garden of Words, which, holy shit, to this day, is the most beautifully animated film I've ever seen. The plot was boring as shit, but the film was just spectacularly stunning. I've got that on Blu-ray. I've got every single Makoto Shinkai work on Blu-ray. He was the director of Your Name, in case you didn't know the director. But, yeah, Your Name is the third highest grossing anime film of all time. See, look at this. I literally searched up highest grossing anime films and it comes up list of the highest grossing Japanese films. Because Japanese films aren't really mainstream as such. Not many people watch Japanese films. But when it comes to anime, that's what Japan is known for. This is just Japanese films. See? Look, even live action is included with this. You know? These are highest grossing Japanese films. Look. Anime. That's what Japan's known for. Live action, Bayside Shakedown. The movie. Yeah. When you think of films, you think of anime in Japan. But Demon Slayer #1, Spirited Away was originally #3 because Your Name took its place. But then Your Name went back down to 3 and Spirited Away has now taken the second space throne once again. I mean, we're just competing with these. Demon Slayer's in another league. But we're just competing with these right now. I've seen this film. I've seen Spirited Away. I've seen Your Name. I couldn't give two shits about One Piece. I've seen Howl's Moving Castles. That's Ghibli. I've seen every Ghibli film. Ponyo I've seen. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. I want to get the steelbook for that. Weathering Review. Another Makoto Shinkai film. I've seen that. I prefer it to Your Name. You know, fight me. Stand By Me, Doraemon. It's like a little blue freaking teddy ass looking ass thing. Very famous, been around since the 70s. It's very baby childish crap, so I never see myself watching it. And in Pokemon the first movie, you know, one of the best quotes of all time. I see now the circumstances of one's birth is irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. Good words by Mewtwo there. And then there's a bunch of other ones. Mononoke, brilliant film. Arrietty, loved the soundtrack, loved the animation. Wind Rises, all these are Ghibli films, by the way. And then there's another Pokemon. I'm trying to find another. Suzume, you know. It hasn't grossed as high as much yet, due to the fact that it hasn't been released in English, and will be released in April in the UK, as I watched Sword Art Online. This Thrice Upon a Time. I've seen that film, great film. Took long enough to come ahead, but yeah, I was watching Sword Art Online Trezno of a Night or something it's called, and then yeah, I watched it, and before I watched the film, the the adverts came up saying Suzume coming soon. And I was like, yes, finally we have a release date for Suzume in English. Because no one outside of Japan has seen it. Because there's no English subtitles as far as I know. But, yes, that's that. Looking on my anime list, it's very highly rated. Rated 26th with an 8.85 rating by Comics Wave Films. See? Look at that. Weathering Review. Your Name. I still prefer Weathering Review, to be honest. I like the storyline a bit more than Your Name, which is very creepy with body swapping. Very much Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th? No, Freaky Friday. It's getting Freaky Friday vibes. It's very creepy. Very fucking creepy. Where there's a scene in the booklet. There's a scene, Shit, sorry about that. I just got an incoming phone call. Hope that didn't interfere with the video at all. That's why I just stopped talking for a minute there. But there's a thing about Samsung. If I stop filming and I pause it and I go into a phone call, I come back and it'll just stop recording, which is annoying. But yes. What is it? These are all the films he's made. Suzume, there we go. Garden of Words, most magnificently, I'll just come up with weird words now. Beautifully animated film I've ever seen. Shit storyline about shoes. But the storyline, animation, amazing. No one would have heard about this film if he hadn't come out and directed Your Name. As soon as he watched Your Name, everyone started watching his previous other works. I've got every single works he has on Blu-ray. Let's go through them, shall we? Weathering Review, I got the 4K of that. They made two different versions. One had a CD. I think it came with a CD, but then it was a Zavvi exclusive, which came with a wristband, some shit. No. I'm talking about my one didn't come with a CD. The Zavvi exclusive of Weathering Review Deluxe Edition in the UK came with a CD in Zavvi exclusive. The audio anime version didn't. It didn't come with a CD, so which is very annoying. But I got the audio anime version. I didn't get the Zavvi version. They're exactly the same, except the Zavvi's better because it has an extra CD, which sucks. But then I've done unboxing on my channel. Go Flying Halucha Weathering Review and you'll see it. This one's a 7-minute special, something to do with a cat. Not worth watching, I don't think, to be honest. It's a 7-minute special. Every episode is 7 minutes long, who cares? 5 centimeters per second bored the shit out of me the first time I watched it. I kind of enjoyed it the second time around, seeing as I watched it on DVD for the first time. Then the second time I watched it on my Blu-ray steelbook, didn't I? This film was okay, just I didn't get as invested in the setting as I wanted to in the world. This film is a very old film. I think it came out 2004 or some shit. Yeah, this is the second film he ever. No, this is the first. His debut film was this one. It's an hour and something long. Before it goes down. See, look, it jogs down like that. It always annoys me when it does that. And I've tapped the wrong thing. Give me a second. Here we are. 1 hour and 30 minutes long. This also came as the combo pack. Voices of a Distant Star. 24 minutes long. This is a little brief OVA. It looks like something out of a PS2 game. It does look pretty shit. And then, of course, the one I just showed you, Place Promised in the Early Days, was also part of the combo, which I've unboxed on my channel if you want to go check that out. But yeah, then he's a bunch of other works. I'm not even sure if they're by him. They're just by the same studio, really, but yeah. Your Name, if it wasn't for Your Name, people wouldn't be looking at his other works, and they wouldn't be as excited for Weathering Review either. But they watched Your Name. I think more people are more familiar with him because of 5 centimeters per second. Then people that are interested in his works probably ended up watching these two. When did this come out? 2011. This is really old. 5 centimeters per second. 2007. So yeah, probably people watch older if they've ever heard of Makoto Shinkai before Your Name. They watch this film, then they probably watched this film, and then didn't know much about the other films. And then back in the day, if you watched anime, you probably came across this film first. But yeah, this film sparked it all off, Your Name. If it wasn't for Your Name, all these other films wouldn't be watched. But yeah, let's actually get around to unboxing this, shall we? First of all, we have this stunningly beautiful chipboard art box. Really nice. Here's the back of it. I was scared because I bought this on CX for £28. Then High School DxD, which I've recently unboxed on my channel, Season 3 came dented, so they let me keep the damaged version and sent me a replacement. So the damaged version was sent to CX for an £8 voucher. So £28 minus £8 is 20, but then I had to pay for postage, that's £1.95. £21.95 is how much I paid for this. Yep, you're better off getting it from CX because it will get cheaper. But then you always have that chance of it being dented or stuff being missing. Thankfully, this was folded up inside. It doesn't look like it was sticky, so it doesn't look like it'd actually stick to the back. Thankfully, this was included, otherwise I would have sent it back. Yeah. And we have the booklet. You got some artwork, nice artwork. Illustrations, then we have actual information, which is really cool. I give it a 6 because there's only 28 pages. I wish there was more. I mean, for the price they're selling this for. HMV want it for 45 quid. I think all the anime are selling it for like 35 or something like that. For a film, that's a lot. There's also a deluxe edition of this, which has like a book, a poster, 10 art cards. But the deluxe edition of this doesn't have the 4K disc. If the deluxe edition had the 4K disc, I wouldn't be buying this. But because this is the only version that all the anime released with a 4K disc, I got my hands on this. Also, the artwork on this is better than the deluxe edition. But the deluxe edition just has more stuff, really. Book, art cards, and the poster. Little posters, which ain't that good. Then, some pretty cool art cards. Like I said, for 35 odd quid. For a movie, I was expecting more, but what are you going to do? Yeah, this little thing that comes in. And then the digipack. Yeah, I think that's towards the end of the film you see this. I just remember the ending when they're falling from the sky and I was like, holy shit, that soundtrack's amazing, that animation's amazing, in Blu-ray it's spectacular, in 4K it's going to look even better. I've seen the film already on Blu-ray. I give it a solid 7, I just prefer Weathering With You more. I didn't like the fact they switched bodies and he kept fondling her breasts and shit. You know, as he was her, I think he perked her tits, very awkward. You know, switching bodies with a hormone teenager, they're both going through hormones. Imagine what they did off camera. God damn. But not what they did individually. Don't want to think about that. I mean, they're both underage, so it's a fucking weird thing, innit? Whole Freaky Friday vibes going on. Except Freaky Friday is 2 women switching bodies. This is a whole different story. They're fucking man and a woman, fucking all 2 kids, you know, switching bodies, which, no. Very strange. I mean, it very sexualizes them. They're playing a game of basketball and this close-up of her tits, you know, bouncing up and down, but it's him and her body. Overall, it's a very strange film. I still prefer Weathering With You more. I prefer the plot more. I mean, I watched a video of someone absolutely ripping this film apart, saying how shit it was, and I can agree with a lot of stuff the guy said as well. But that's my S Pen. Sorry. Yep, that is it. That is Your Name, the 4K Ultra HD Collector's Edition. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing. That's it for Makoto Shinkai now. I've basically unboxed everything he's ever made that's been released on Blu-ray, and that's pretty much famous. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next unboxing. Enjoy this 8K video, if YouTube will accept that. And I'll see you all in the next unboxing, whatever that may be. The Flying Halucha. Ship-bye.